So you guys might have noticed that I've been a little bit inconsistent with my weekly uploads. Basically, my life's a fucking joke. I was recently employed at a wonderful little cafe. It was so nice working there. Everybody that I worked with was amazing. And I thought, you know, I've finally got a job and I'm finally getting my life back in order. Or some semblance of order because, you know, my life is just a fucking mess always. But due to unforeseen circumstances, it closed down. Living in a state of instability at this moment in time. So I apologise for the inconsistency of the videos because my life is just a fucking mess. I mean, I feel like on the outside you probably can't tell that I'm having a mental breakdown, but it's because I've had so many mental breakdowns in like the past 5 years that now it's just become a kind of normal thing that happens and I can generally keep it inside. But we're not here to talk about that, so on to the video. Hey, what's up everyone and welcome. No, I'm wanting to cry but laugh at the same time. Let's try that again. Hey, what's up everyone and welcome back to another Monday video. Again, apologies for the massive inconsistencies because let's face it, I'm not doing this every week anymore. I'm basically doing it on any Monday that I happen to feel like it. I mean, other than the fact that my life is slightly falling apart, I do have decoration in my room, as you guys can see. Those two right there, I kind of took from the place where I was working before because, I mean, it was shutting down, like, they weren't gonna need it, and they're just really nice pictures, and, you know, they bring a bit of, like, you know, colour to the stark whiteness of the room. Today is a little bit of a different video. I'm not so much going to tell you guys how I feel at life because let's face it, you know, I'm sure you guys are getting bored of that. Today I would personally like to give you guys some tips on how to be lazy, or, you know, at the very least, how to fully get the most out of your laziness. Because let's face it, there's a little bit of laziness in all of us. The first thing you guys are probably thinking is, what makes me lazy? Well, there's a lot of reasons really. I mean, one of the main reasons is probably like, I don't like getting out of bed. I mean, yeah, I just don't like getting out of bed. You know, if I'm being honest, I've been a lot better since I've started living on my own. Like, you know, there's no mum to come and, you know, cook my meals for me, and no mum to, you know, fold my clothes, and no mum to tidy my room, and no mum. I miss my mummy. So here are just a few little tips that I feel like have worked great for me as a lazy person, and hopefully will also work great for you. So tip number one, like I mentioned earlier, I have this thing about being upright in general. I like to be as horizontal as possible. What I like to do is I like to lay in my bed, you grab your laptop and you rest it on your boobs. Or if you're a guy, or you just want that little bit of extra comfort on your body, you can always shove a pillow underneath and like rest your laptop on that instead. I'll give you guys an example. It's a bit hard to explain right now. Tip number two, I do not like cooking. I don't like the effort it takes to prepare the food. I don't like the time it takes for the food to cook. And I especially cannot be bothered with the cleaning of so many pots afterwards. So what I like to do is I like to cook food that only requires one pot. And some foods that I found that only require one pot is pasta. To be fair, the time pasta takes to cook is a little bit too long. I think it's only like 10 minutes, but that is a long time. And I know that you're thinking, oh, but don't you need another pot to put the pasta sauce in? Well guys, here's the little trick for you. So you get the pasta, brought it to boil, and you've waited the 10 unnecessary minutes for it to cook. You put the lid on the pot and just drain the water out into the sink. You know, make sure it's nice and dry, and you know, make sure you get the little bits of water as much as possible. Now, we're going to make the pasta sauce straight into the pasta. And I know what you're thinking, oh, those pasta sauces though, they come in those glass jars, and you know, when you're done with that, you've got to wash up that, or throw it away, or you know, recycle it, or whatever it is you do with the glass pots or whatever. But I found that a great substitute for pasta sauce is ketchup. Ketchup is a great staple for any time. You can live on bread and ketchup. How do I know? Because that's what I've been doing for the past 2 weeks. My funds have been a little bit tight is all. Just make sure you've got your big squeezy thing of ketchup and just squeeze it straight in. It's delicious, it's really nice. Like if you want to add herbs and like salt and like pepper or whatever, I personally don't think you need it. Maybe a little bit of sugar, I don't know, like add to taste, I guess. But pasta and ketchup is like a perfectly good, you know, meal kind of thing. I'm gonna die. On to tip number 3. Now this ties into the whole cooking aspect side, but it's cleaning. I don't like cleaning. It's weird. I like having my space clean, but also I think it's so much effort to clean it. And literally, it's not even that much effort. It's literally, you just pick up the piles of clothes on your floor and hang them up. I have specifically not bought a wardrobe because it's just that much more effort to open a door and hang it up in a wardrobe. But we're talking about the cleaning after cooking, where you've got all those dishes to wash. Well, the best thing about cooking just pasta and ketchup is that you've only got the one pot to clean up. Yeah, I suppose, you know, you have to clean the plates. But another tip for you guys, you can just eat the pasta and ketchup straight out of the pot. I mean, like, that's a great idea. Said no one. And you know, another little tip for laziness is, like, my viewers probably know this, but because you're all my friends and you've seen me on various nights out, but I'm a smoker. I roll my own cigarettes, so there is a lot of tobacco lying around. You know, it kind of, it gathers quite quickly, especially when you live in a flat with another smoker. So our kitchen counter is always constantly covered in tobacco. You know, sometimes when I'm like just, you know, gathering it all into a pile, I'm just like, I really can't be bothered to walk those extra 10 steps to the bin. Instead, I could take 5 steps to my back door and I could just gather this, you know, like pile of tobacco and dust and all this other crap that I've got and, you know, just throw it out the window. Now before you guys all go on to me about like, oh, that's littering, it's tobacco, it's a plant, I'm just returning it to the earth, you know, circle of life and all that crap. And the final tip for you guys that I've got is how to be lazy in socializing. Don't get me wrong, I love my friends, I love people that I know very, very much, but sometimes I just need those days where I don't speak to anyone other than my reflection in the mirror. Now there is one very easy solution for you to follow when you don't want to socialize with anyone, and that's just basically turn your phone off. It sounds really obvious, but that's literally all you have to do. So yeah. Anyway guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this week's video. It's a little bit of a different setup with all the little, you know, like skip bits, but I hope you've enjoyed that. Like, let me know if you want to see more videos in this sort of style, or if you'd prefer me to just go back to, you know, standing in front of a camera and just talking for about 5 minutes. Please leave a comment down below and let me know of any other tips that you've got on how to be even more lazier. Be sure to check out some of my other videos located down here as per usual. And if you haven't subscribed to me already, please give me a little subscribe in this little bubble right up here. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye!